Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Very Dead Gaming. I'm Very Dead, and today I am using my mega mining cutter, which I have aptly named Cha-Ching, um, to mine 1 billion credits per mining run of void opals. Oh, and we've got bad sound again. Give me a second.
Is that working? That sounds like it is. All right, hang on a second. All right. I'm just going to give a listen to make sure I can hear myself. Hopefully it's not too terrible. I just got to wait for my stream to catch up, so sorry. Sorry about the delays. I'm having all kinds of problems with my audio. Everything works fine until I click that live button, and then it sounds like I'm talking through a synthesizer. It's terrible. And now I can't hear myself at all. Let me see. I'll try and turn up some audio here. Give me a sec. I'm just trying to listen to myself. Oh, there it is. All right, audio's back. Not sure why it always does this for me right at the beginning of my stream. Everything's fine, and I click that live button, and then the audio just goes right to hell. Oh well. I'm not sure what the problem is. Anyways, now back to the live stream. Let me tell you guys. The last couple of times I've been on, I started talking about building a cutter for void opal mining, so that I could. The goal is to earn over 1 billion credits per mining run, and that's what I've decided I'm going to do. And having all kinds of technical difficulties as usual. I don't know how this always happens. Only when I go live, everything works perfectly fine until I click that live button, and then everything goes straight to hell. All right, so I found I'm at an asteroid field, and basically all I've been doing is mining. Give me a second. I hit this guy.
Detonation sequence initiated.
All right, there's another low strength fisher. And so what I found the most challenging thing for me has been maneuvering this beast of a ship through these asteroids after you crack them. It's very, very challenging. There we go. Optimum yield. I gotta get out of here. There's a little crack right there.
Flight assist off.
Just whip this around. All right, so what I've got is... There. Let me just stop my ship real quick.
Flight assist on. Detonation in 10 seconds.
All right. So the mining cutter, I named it Cha-Ching, and there we go. That's what I was waiting for. Because the goal is to earn 1 billion credits per run, and it's going to take a while to fill because it can carry 640 tons of cargo, and you get maybe 15 to 17 tons per core. So as you can see, it's going to take a while. I got to hit a lot of cores. And the first couple of times, I've had a really hard time mining with this ship because it's not very nimble, and it's huge, and it kind of lumbers around. And I fully engineered the thing. It's got grade 5 dirty drives with drag drives. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try and lighten it up. The FSD, I'm going to go with a much smaller FSD when I'm actually mining, because you don't need it. You're gonna spend hours here, so you might as well lighten the load so your ship can maneuver just a little bit more nimbly. Let's see if I can get that. Jeesh. And it's really hard. The hard points on a cutter are not ideal for mining. They're set way back, and it's just tricky. And I gotta make my way around. Oh, yeah.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Gotta remember to do that. And you definitely, this thing drifts. It's got this slide to it. There, you see how I'm still moving? It takes forever to stop. Well, can't hit that one even though it says I can. This is the Imperial Cutter. It's the biggest Empire ship there is. I'll give you a shot from the outside in a sec. Let me just get this last Opal. And by the way, thanks for joining me in chat there, Max. I appreciate it. Alright, so let me just take a look. Alright, I've got them all cracked off, so let me just, I'll give you a view of my ship here. Let me back off just a bit. So it's the Imperial Cutter. It's this guy. And I got it in my head that I wanted to mine with the biggest mining ship the most cargo I could get, and this baby hauls more cargo than anything, while still having enough hard points to effectively do mining. But As you can see, it's cha-ching because this is my gold mine. The goal is to fill the cargo hold and then go cash in the void opals for over 1 billion credits. So I just want to do it. Now, I don't know if I will mine in this thing all the time just because I think there's more of a delay in gratification. All right, here I have to pull ahead here. Let me move closer to these guys. And let me give you a link. I'll give you a link to the ship. This is come on. Give me that short link. There we go. I'm gonna post a link to Coriolis in the chat. Oh no, that's not it. Come on. Why didn't that copy my link? Try it again. All right, let me post this link. All right, this is the Coriolis shipyard, and you can go ahead and look it up. This is my entire ship with all of its engineering, full loadout, how much it weighs, how much cargo. Excellent. Yeah, I really enjoy doing the mining now, and I make, whenever I run low on credits, whatever that may be. Well, like for instance, I knew I was gonna be making this guy and this cutter, and I knew it was gonna take quite a bit. All right, I gotta say, I am not. There's one. Where's the other guy? He's just... What is he... Oh. Sometimes there's like a... There's a void opal, and I think... Like, I can scan it, but it's inside of this asteroid. So you see my limpet it's trying to get into... Oh, there. There we go. It was outside. Very good. I just have a stupid limpet. And so basically what I did was, well, I didn't have enough rank. All right, so I'm too close to asteroids here. All right, so yeah, I don't like it. And I don't have any trouble finding the void opals at all. For just basically what I'll do is I'll just turn free look on so that I can fly straight underneath the belt, and then I can just kind of survey it from the bottom. I'll show you. All right, now I got to go get these other guys. And it's just, what I found is it's just difficult to maneuver around this asteroid. There we go. I'm just trying to get a little closer to these guys. There's one. Hey there, Warlord. How you doing? Welcome. So, working on filling up this ship because it can hold 640 tons of void opals. All right, so I think that's all of them. Let me just make sure I got them all. Yep. All right.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Oh, yeah. See, I'm. just all jammed up in here. Alright. So, this is about where I park. Yeah, I got you. Let me just line it up just a tad. And then all I'll do is I'll just free look up. Like, do you notice that when you have limpets out, they tend to kill that? A little bit low. I'm gonna get a little higher. We might have a candidate. Let's see. That might be a little bit dim. So we'll just. Oh no, we got a good one here. We have a winner. Let's hope we have, oh, geez. Up from an asp. Well, it depends on what you're going to do. So, for mining, I don't know. I like the Crate Mark II. Low temperature diamonds. Bummer. That's my go-to mining ship. Not a big fan of the Python. I think it's, even engineered, I don't like the cockpit. I don't like how it looks, and I don't like, I just don't like how it handles. It can hold more cargo, but I found that my ideal amount of cargo for Void Opal runs is about 128 tons. I can fill that up in about an hour to an hour and a half, and typically that's all the time I have to play, so I can effectively get some stuff done. Come on. Pulse wave, let's go. Alright, wrong shape. Right color, wrong shape. So here, let me try that the third person camera. Well, I don't know, you know what, I have a hard time setting it because it drifts because of my use of throttle. Let me play around with it in a bit. But I like the crate for mining because when you engineer it, it's plenty fast, and it's got a good jump range. It can hold just enough cargo to keep you busy for about an hour, and you still have room for hard points if you want to be a little bit more bristly as a miner, and go after pirates, that kind of thing. You have a few pretty big hard points left over, so you could do some damage if you wanted to. Me, I'm just a runner. I get into these things and I run away from the pirates, and I don't need to be bothered. They just slow me down. All right, so I think I have one here. Hopefully it won't be low temperature diamonds. And I've noticed that, I don't know if they've changed something in the and I say I've got two. Does that look right? Let me see if I get a little closer. That one might be. So I've got two cores right next to each other, I think. So here, let me just stop and I'll hit this guy. Oh no, it's not. I think it just changed colors on me. So we'll just take a look and see if that's Void Opals. So this guy is. See, and you see how close the fakes are? Yeah, that's the real deal right there. You would think they would make the scanner a little less opaque. It's like, does everything have to resemble everything else? Bromolite. Alright. I'm supposedly in a Void Opal's hotspot, but I'm getting everything but Void Opals. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and see, that's the thing about definitely a Python is it's a good one if you just want to mine with some attitude, because you can put a hurt on somebody for sure. Now, I've got plenty of hard points available on this, so I could do the same thing, but it's pretty much just stripped down. And I've got the smallest shield. You can put like a 6D shield on this thing. You can't go any lower than 6. And then a class 6. See, that's a fake. Yeah, total fake. So far, and this is the maiden voyage of this ship, by the way. Mining voyage, anyways. I did have to fly it around to engineer it. I've got 104 tons right now of Void Opals in the hold, so already a pretty profitable trip. I got to do 6 times that. Yeah, you know, I did. Speaking of the best, I went from whatever it is, the rank before Viscount, I think, or Count. What I did was, yeah, I had enough rank to get a clipper. So I had a courier and a clipper, and then I haven't had any other rank, and so in 2 days, so Friday and Sunday of this past week, I went from whatever that rank was to Duke, and I used a beluga with about 100. I think I had 160 slots for passenger slots, and I was doing 20% rank per run. And I rotated through like 3 stations, because if you've noticed that with now the mission board, it taps out because you can go out and back so quickly that the mission board totally taps out. Let me see. Well, that ain't right. I'll hit it with one. I have 400 limpets or so. But yeah, I can already see there's nothing on this guy. It just, yeah. And so it took me just a couple of gaming sessions, and I got to Duke, and then yesterday, I gathered the materials I needed, and then traded to get everything I needed to fully engineer it, like the link I posted in for Coriolis in the chat. I'll do that again too. Post that link in a sec. So when you're doing it, make sure that you rotate between multiple burning stations. That way, let's say if you rotate between 2, it gives the board at the other station enough time to reset, so that you'll get tons of missions again. So you'll get, you can get 20 missions or so. but I've noticed like if you keep going back and forth, by the third mission you get maybe 1 or 2 per Empire faction, and they never ever quite get going again. So anyways, then I did my engineering on this thing yesterday, and in between, I had a lot of other stuff to do yesterday, so I couldn't just sit down and play. But I had all the materials, so it was just, you know, grab your ship, jump to the next thing, engineer it, then jump to the next. And so I basically went from no engineering to fully engineered yesterday, and today I'm mining. So, I mean, basically, I went from not having a cutter and not being ranked to have a cutter to getting it, engineering it, and flying it in, I think, four gaming sessions. So four days. Things happen a lot quicker in this game than they used to. That's for sure. And I didn't think it was too terribly... Oh, see, I didn't think it was too much of a grind either. It happened pretty quick. Alright, so we definitely have fissures on this one. B void opals. There we go. I knew I was going to get one, so... Man. That was a... And this one's... See, I don't like how quickly this one is turning, because it's... Alright, I'm going to have to find a low... I'm looking for a low... Nope. No low strength. They're all high strength. That means I'm going to have to pop a bunch of these. Average... Average... and high. So, I haven't found... So this one doesn't even have a single low strength fissure, because usually you can get, if you have 2 low strengths, you can, if you nail them pretty straight on, you it only takes 2 charges. There's when I missed it. Average strength. Where are you? There you are. Oi! High strength. Just need one more. See if I can get it in there. Optimum. Yay! I didn't even have to move. That's the strategy for those alright, come on. For the those fast rotating ones, especially in this pig of a ship. Alright. So we're gonna detonate.
Detonation in 10 seconds. Flight assist off.
A little far away. The ship's a little tough to control. I still quite haven't got the feel for it, that's for sure. Alright, so that cracked open nicely. Thanks, Warlord, for the follow. I appreciate it. Alright. Take a look. Alright. So let me just get a little closer. I'm just going to pop out these limpets. I mean, it's, you know, if you've done the mining before, it's pretty straightforward. Alright, these guys are all showing to me. That's... Oh, I think it'll be good. I think the update when I read the newsletter or the post in the forums, I thought these are all good quality of life things that'll, you know, not... I don't see me using a docking computer. I just never do. It's not my thing. I've never had a problem flying in and out, so I'm a little out of range here. I think that's the problem here.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Alright. But, I'll probably still use my 75% bind. It's just you know what I thought was really good was the restricted space for beginners. I think that's awesome. That only unranked people can get in there with crappy ships, and that as soon as you get any rank at all, you can't get in there. It's I think it's a good way of dealing with the biggest problem that most beginners have is getting their ass handed to them. So, you know, because the first thing you want to do when you get this game is fly in open, and you know, you just have no clue as to how bad things are going to be for you. All right, I gotta get up and over. I'm just having such a hard time maneuvering this ship. But the extra slots, what are they, class 1 slots on ships? I could have definitely used one on this, and now I don't know if they're giving them to these bigger ships. I think I didn't really read it that closely, to tell you the truth, but but see, then now you do it for fun, right? You boost out for fun. I forgot that this ship, when you're going to dock, you cannot boost because it doesn't slow. I mean, even if you're 4 kilometers out, 5 kilometers out, you'll still be going over 200 meters per second, an uncontrollable slide when you hit the mail slot. And I didn't want to crash because I had really weak shields, so I didn't want to crash. So I turned flight assist off and I just spun it around before I hit the back of the station, and I boosted right back out the slot, and surprisingly I didn't hit anything. That was yesterday. I was like, woohoo! And then I thought, oh, that would have been an awful rebuy. All right, come on. Oh, I'm hitting something. What am I? There we go. It's just so hard. There we go. I was just the wrong way. Come on. Come on. Can't seem to get to it. There it is. Alright, that's the last one. And I lost all my limpets jacking around in there. There we go. Just give it some room. Yeah, I haven't lost a ship stupidly in a while, but I almost did. Very, very close the other day. So, alright, so where am I at? I'm at 111 tons, and the limpets are still gathering. And I don't know. I probably won't get. I won't get there today on this live stream. So, but I'll save it. I'll save it for my next live stream if I don't get there. All right. So let me see. Oh, we want to go this way. But what a pain! I have to say, I knew it was going to be tough flying this thing through an asteroid field just because it's so small. But I had no idea. I mean, because it's not small, but the spaces between the asteroids are small. And this ship is just too damn big. Alright, come on. Ah, that's true. You also can't get through the slot with this ship if your gear is down. Well, you can, but you have to be perfect. Alright. And I've had that happen to me before. Like, why can't I get through? Why can't I get out? That's because, alright, I think I've got them all, right? Yeah. Alright.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Alright, so hopefully we'll get another one here before too long. This has been a fairly good spot I don't know if you guys understand or if you've gone into figuring out how to find those really nice asteroid belts. I think there's another one. Oh, I'm gonna hit that. Damn it. Hang on a second. There we go. I know you're on. I'm totally lost track of it. Oh, that was it. It's not good. I thought it was better. And that's the other thing about this ship. It does not respond well. Quick movements are not a thing in this ship. And it just slides and drifts. See, that's a fake. Yeah, I don't see any fissures in that at all. Oh, wrong shape. Just not getting any lighting up here. So, I think I spent, well, I bought a fuel scoop, the 8E fuel scoop for this thing. I don't know if you saw that. It's like almost 250 million credits for that thing. That's ridiculous. But, you know, I keep it. Oh, here we go. Well, let me take a look at the... Alright, I've never used the free camera, but I can't get it to... I cannot get it to... I'll have to change the controls, I think. Because it's... For some reason, it's hooked into my throttle. And I don't know why. Probably it was always that way, and I just never rebound it. Because it'll just follow... It'll just follow your ship, right? Oh, there we go. See, look at that. Out of nowhere that came. Alright. High strength. Average. Average. Boy, oh boy. There's a low. Okay, so there's one low. There. This low. Okay, there. We got a low here. So let me hit this guy and then we'll go to the other side. And for once, this asteroid has some space around it. There we go. Let me just... Let me see if I can hit this thing. Not bad. Average. High. Where's the low? Where did you run off to? There it is. Alright, if I'm lucky... See, I don't think I'm having a hard time hitting the fissures because the hard points are set so far back on this thing and so far off center that I'm always below. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I'll have to go into my bindings. I won't do it today, but there it is. All right, let me just detonate this guy.
Detonation in 10 seconds.
Ah. Warlord, your life is about to change. That's all I have to say. It is. This game is totally different. Totally different. with a HOTUS.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Yeah, I'll experiment with the free camera. I had that thought too, but it was just I've never had any problem finding void opal cores at all. I mean, I find them quickly. So my problem is I'm usually much faster in a smaller ship. Hitting these guys, but it's just it's very very deliberate, you know, plotting. Yeah, I remember I've had this X55 for, I think I got it in 2015, and I remember anxiously waiting for it to arrive. And it's, you know, people complain about the quality of it and so on, but I've taken good care of it, and it's starting to wear out because, I mean, it's obviously quite a few years old and it's got a lot of hours on it. But I've actually been looking at replacing it with one of those. That is a Verpal, I guess, is it? That makes them. Those look pretty good. Come on. Holy cow. Just can't hit this guy. And this is a consequence of the hard points being set so far off center and to the back, so I haven't quite figured out how to aim with it yet, unfortunately. So, alright, I'm really stuck here. Yeah, you know what? There's if you go online, I think you can get like a preset of bindings that you can just load. They should have one for Elite Dangerous. And that way you don't have to rebind everything. You can just select that. That's what I did. Was I got a set of bindings from, I think it's Aussie Droid. He had his, before he switched, he had an X55, and I used his, and I modified it to more of my style. But so I have that default, and then I have my own. All right, there we go. I got to get my. I mean, there, I'm finally in the clear here. Yeah, I mean, it's I've had pretty much the same setup since about 2015. I've made a few tweaks and changes to it, but I don't really mess with it. All right, so things are looking really good. I mean, all right. Let's see. I gotta go get my other limpets out. They keep crashing. All right, so I'm gonna just get a little closer, I think, so they don't have to fly through. There, that should be better. Keep losing limpets. See, that's the other thing that I found more challenging with this. It's hard to get this ship in a position where your limpets just don't self-destruct. They just want to crash right into the debris in the asteroid field all the time. You would think they would program them with better avoidance. But anyways, whatever. I'm looking forward to the update. I always am. I always think the updates are pretty good. There's it's just new things, you know, I really enjoy the exploration changes that they made. I think it's really good. Improved the mining. This is I've tried mining once. Yes. If you are not backing up your key bindings, then you get what you deserve. That's what I say. I don't need anyone to tell me to do that, but, you know, I work in IT, so, you know, that's part of my DNA is to make frequent and often backups and keep them safe. But there's actually a way, because you know what the problem is that people will modify the default bindings. And, of course, that's going to get overwritten when you update the game. All right, so look at, I'm right behind this thing. So what you need to do is you need to create a custom profile and never modify the default bindings. And I'm going to tell you, I've updated every single update. I have never once had my bindings overwritten because I use a custom file. Yeah. Yeah. It's paranoid. You know, if you're not paranoid about your data, then you don't care about your data. So, all right. So we're going to go look for another one.
Retracted.
Gotta get out of here. And it's so tricky. This ship, when, because just you'll watch how it slides. It just keeps going. Okay. But yeah, if you make if you set it up properly and you make a custom profile, and never modify the default profile, and then there's a little drop-down box that you can select your custom profile from, and Elite Dangerous, their updates never overwrite those custom profiles. And even so, I still make a backup. Because you never know. I mean, something crazy could happen. Or, you know, even your hard drive could fail. And, I mean, I don't want to have to then from scratch redo all my bindings. I have them exactly the way I want them, pretty much. So just keeping on. Oh, here we go. I mean, they just pop up out of nowhere. You have to be aware, you know, kind of always looking around. But it's going to be hidden up behind here. That's the one. All right, come on. Let's see if it lights up. I have a feeling it's not going to be Void Opals. But that's why you have to throw these things out, because sometimes you just can't tell. Nope. Let's see. Oh, look how close I am to that guy. Oops. Alright. The search continues. But I've already found, I think I'm gonna actually jump out of this hotspot in a sec. There's another one that I haven't hit yet, and I don't think anyone else has either. But because I've already mined, I think 10 of them out of this one. And I'm not sure what the numbers are. I'll be here. But the hotspots tend to go cold. And For core mining like this, I recommend you get a ship that can, well, as fast as you can, that you can afford. But if you can get up to around, what is it, 500 meters per second, that seems to be kind of a sweet spot. I have a ship that'll do 800 meters a second, but it's a little too fast, and I tend to blow by everything way too quick. So speaking of exploration, I brought that up, that I enjoy those changes. I also, I have a second account. Remember when they had those sales where they were like $3? I bought one, and I use it primarily for exploration. So I have a ship that I'm like about 30,000 light years away from the bubble at the moment, and just doing lots of deep space exploration. I've taken about a week off. I usually would try to play that for an hour every few days or so, hour or two if I can, to just keep moving, keep making discoveries. You know, look at, and I like to land on different planets and, you know, basically see what's what, and just try to find unusual things. Oh, bummer. Oh, there's one down there. Let's see. And the other thing about it, you notice I'm consistently pinging. I never let up on the pulse wave scanner. That's important to do. I am not. Oh, for IT, I actually run a company, so I'm no longer a specialist. I haven't really done hands-on work in a while. I pretty much just do management now, but I did a lot. My company does a lot of outsourced IT for small businesses, so they don't have to buy all the equipment on their own. I do a lot of remote IT as well, so it gives us better control over, there we go, just over the whole end-to-end setup. And that, you know, it's for companies that can't afford to have their own full-time IT staff. That's been the kind of the focus of my business for probably the last 15, 16 years. All right, so there's a low. There we go. All right. Get into position here. Okay, so this one's kind of rotating around. So if I can get down here. I'm definitely still on the hardware infrastructure side of things. No, we don't do any coding or web development. It's all infrastructure. That's really what I work on, and you know, providing something so that companies can use it pretty much however they need, and you know, we just kind of build things to suit. All right. Let me get this right. Let's see. All right, right on. High, average, low. That's the one we want right there. But yeah, I mean, it's all good. I mean, the field is huge. And it's so different from when I actually did hands-on stuff. I mean, things are so different now. I mean, you didn't even have. I mean, all you didn't even have to have a degree when I started doing it. Oh, are you kidding me? Come on. Yeah, I guess that's. Let me see. Average strength. All right, so we're gonna go. Let's try and hit this guy dead center. Average, 2 lows and an average. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go with the high strength one over there. All right, I've got about a minute, so I think I can get over there. As you can, I mean, you see how I'm struggling to control this ship. There we go. All right, optimum. Very nice. All right, we're going this way.
Detonation in 10 seconds.
All right, there you go. Nice. And what I found is that, you know, you get between 15 and 17 tons when you hit that optimum yield of void opals per. So it's going to take quite a few. All right, so let me. I'm starting to slowly figure out where to aim with this ship. It's so different than the that crate Mark II. I mean, it's
Cargo scoop deployed.
it handles. It's like it's on ice skates. I mean, it just keeps sliding all over the place on me, and it doesn't want to stop. You know, it's one of those ships where when you get it moving, it just wants to stay moving in that direction. Oh, I'm hitting something. Wow. That's a whole lot of flying. And it's much easier to get to where you need to go, but surprisingly it is not ineffective. Now, I will say right, you're right. They don't well, yeah, usually you'll get somewhere in the range of 20 something. Oh man, why is that just not? You'll get over 20 chunks, and usually it'll convert anywhere between 17 to 15 tons. And then if you overshoot, you might only get 10 tons. So you always want to hit that optimum yield range because it does make a big difference. So we're just waiting for these guys to. So there's just a few more, and we're up to almost. All right, so 138 tons. That's more than my crate Mark II can handle. So we're over about 250 million right now in profit. So that's not bad. And I have. Oh, hang on a second. And we've got about 200 tons available. Between my limpets, and that's just really funny. I don't know why that's funny to me, but it is. All right, come on, limpets. Do your thing. So we're up to 142 tons. See, that's the kind of... I mean, that's easy money, guys. And I started that. That's like 200... I would say about 250 million. I started about a half an hour before I went live on the stream. So that's been it's been an hour and 20 minutes or so since I started. Oh, I just hit something. Don't like hitting stuff. There we go. Really? Look at that. You think that's going to be void opals? I don't think so. But that'd be awesome if it was. Yeah, I think it is. That was quick. Yeah. See, you love it when that happens. I mean, less than 30 seconds after I finish mining one, I find another one. I'll take it. Right, so we're gonna... It looks like it's rotating this way, so I'm gonna kind of use the rotation to my advantage. And I'm just gonna kind of park. Right there. There's a low strength one. See, yeah, that's not gonna work. It's off to the side. So here, let me just... Alright, so... I gotta get past it. There we go. Okay. I think I can hit it now. Nice.
Destination sequence initiated.
I know there was another low one somewhere. There you are. There you are. Alright. So if I can hit this dead center... so there it is. Oh, no, I don't want to go forward. I want to go up. There we go. Okay. Let me just kind of get my position here. Oh, are you kidding me? They're killing me with this. Usually I can get it in 2. Is there a high strength somewhere? Average. There we go. Alright, I got about a minute. This is gonna be tricky. Right, there you are. Alright, let's see if I can hit it. And it's gonna be... too high. Oh, very good. We'll take it. I thought for sure I was gonna go over. Oh man, I can't get away from this thing. That's the way I want to go. Shields up.
Detonation in 10 seconds.
Right, far enough away, I won't take any damage. Alright, back to it.
Cargo scoop deployed.
I'm slowly starting to get better at hitting these things. Holy cow. And I'm going to tell you, it's if you're not used to flying a ship, it takes a few hours. It really does. I'm starting to handle it better. Not crashing into things as much. When I first started, the first couple of asteroids, I couldn't plant the seismic charges accurately, and so I was getting the wrong yield and just generally making a mess of things. Alright, so do I have two more? There's one there. Is there one down? Ah, there we go. Let's go down here. So when I, buying this ship, it was, I bought it at a discount, but it was still at 170 million plus for the ship. And then, of course, some of the stuff is A-rated, but some of it's D-rated. So, it's not all the most expensive stuff. Here, let me, I'll post the link for you guys for the ship at Coriolis. That's it right there. You can take a look at the entire ship configuration if you want to. Wow, just can't hit it. Oh well. It's gonna make me fly to it. I keep losing all my limpets too. They keep just crashing into debris. Alright, so now they're all good. Now you gotta get out of here. Let me see. I'm gonna go this way. Better? Again, I just lost 2 more limpets. They just keep, I don't know what they're doing. They just keep crashing into stuff. Let me see. I don't really have a, I gotta get a little bit more clear. I lost 2 more. What are they crashing into? I mean, seriously. Wherever I am at, this is obviously not a good place to be. Lost 2 more. What is going on? I mean, I have no idea what they're hitting, but they're not staying alive for sure. You know what it is? I bet there's one stuck inside of a... And they just keep flying directly into it. That's why you bring extra. Because, some you'll collect all, 20 fragments with 3 limpets, and others you'll use 14 to 15 limpets because they just keep self-destructing. But I thought I brought enough, but we'll see. Alright, so now I'm going to get a little closer to these guys that are farther out. Oh. Almost done. It does take significantly longer in this ship to mine. So I'm thinking, yeah, I'm gonna get a much bigger profit, but I think it's going to take me longer to make it. So I'll be able to do it in a single run, but I think making 3 or 4 runs in my smaller ship was actually more efficient, quicker to make those that billion credits. Is this the last guy? Yeah, last one. What's taking so long? Alright, good. Alright. So cargo is at 157 tons. Nice.
Cargo scoop retracted.
That's a fake. I keep thinking I see. Yeah, you definitely gotta keep an eye out. This guy looks... I think it's not gonna be a good one. Nope. And you have to hit him more than once, because that when they initially light up, they don't properly light up. You gotta hit him again. Ah, damn it! Now I won't see it. Let's see. I'm gonna look for him again. Okay. Not quite. No. And then that one, I'll show you they're going to be really bright yellow with kind of those black lines on them. But that's not the right shape. But I'm pretty, I gotta say, pretty happy with the mining changes, with kind of the state of the game overall. I know a lot of people complain about, like, there's a lot of long-standing bugs and the background simulation is all screwed and all that good stuff, but you know that, and it definitely needs to be fixed, but it does not affect my enjoyment of the game at all. Back this way. Kind of dried up. I got those 2 right away, and sometimes that'll happen. It's kind of evening things out, I guess. Yep. There we go. That's gonna be one. But will it be Void Opals or will it be something else? Oh, see, now it's kind of dropped its... I'm not quite sure. No, that looks like it is one, but I don't know if it's void opals. That's, I've noticed that there's variation between the different types. Take a look. I don't think it is. No, and I don't even see any fissures. No, it's a fake, an elaborate fake. Is that the real one right there, hiding on me? No. Oh shit! I'm gonna hit that. Oh, just barely dodged that. Holy cow! All right, time to boost. So the goal, obviously, is I want to make 1 billion in one mining run. So between docks, I guess. So I'll probably have to hit more than one. See, that looks like it wants to be one, but it isn't. No, see, it's just not quite right. It's got to get darker. I will say, so I fully engineered this ship from scratch. You know, I just bought it a few days ago, and it's fully engineered for mining, so it's not quite as extensive as it would be because I didn't have to do any weapons at all, and none of the mining stuff is engineerable. But it's, you know, it's got engineered thrusters, shields, distributor. Sensors, life support, everything's engineered. And it's all grade 5. I think the only thing I didn't engineer that I normally would be the hull. I did not. I would usually put deep plating and you know, heavy-duty deep plating on the lightweight hull for this, but to me, I just thought it was a waste of time because I'm not really going to be. See, that's the wrong shape. Darn it. Few and far between at the moment. So I think I'll give it a couple more minutes, and if I don't find one in the next couple of minutes, I'm going to jump over to the other, there's another hotspot. There's one, I think. Oh, now see, you see how it lit up and then all of a sudden it flashed away? Oh, there we go. That's one. That should have a core in it. I mean, you see how long it takes this thing to stop? And I had rear thrusters on the whole way. There we go, void opals. That's what I'm talking about. So this is they're not quite as frequent as they were, but they're still turning up fairly quickly. I mean, that was still only a few minutes in between. There we go. Let me get a little closer. Just wait for it to come around. Nice.
Destination sequence initiated.
Nice. I nailed it that time. Only took 2. And that's when that's really always awesome when you can just kind of park and wait for the asteroid to just spin around to you.
Detonation in 10 seconds.
There it is. That one's a little bit... You see how it's kind of tucked in there? This is going to be a tough one to maneuver around. Nicely done. Alright, so I always like to keep my shields as high as I can, because if you do end up crashing into things, it will take your shields down fairly quickly. Especially if you have... I kind of have weak... They're engineered shields, but they're engineered to be the efficient... and low draw. So they're not. It's not about massive shield power. It's more about, you know, making sure that when I accidentally bump into the asteroid, I don't take a ton of damage, but also that I manage to maintain. Or not generate a lot of heat or power draw. So that allowed me to put a really undersized power plant on this thing because I overcharged and monstered it. And so I got to save on the weight. And it's all about kind of increasing the jump range as much as you can. And then also increasing the top speed as much as you can. Oh, I'm hitting something. And my shield's going down. I'm wedged in here. I gotta get out. Yep, hitting. Oh, not good. Damn it! Oh, my hull, look at that. 41%. Just as I start saying it's about not taking a ton of damage, I gotta get out of there and I gotta let my shields come back up. Because I take one more hit like that and I lose everything. So that's not cool. I don't know, I must have got wedged between two. I have no idea what was going on there. I thought I had plenty of space. I took a lot of damage. I mean, that just about... If I took one more hit like that, I would be... you'd be looking at a rebuy screen. No! Alright, so I guess I'm just getting a little too comfortable when I shouldn't be. Right here. I gotta select a Void Opal here. Because... Alright, okay, I see you. I was right in there. That's not a good spot to be, clearly. But I can't get... I gotta figure out how to get to it. Hey Tiglath, how you doing? I am using the Imperial Cutter, the big behemoth of the Empire, because it's got the massive cargo hold, and I want to do A full billion worth. In one cargo run. But I have to survive. And thank you for the question. But if you look at right above your in the chat, the Orbis Zone link, that is a link to Coriolis Shipyard, and you can see exactly my entire loadout for this ship. It's all its engineering and everything. Alright, so is that all of them? Yeah, it is. Alright, so now I'm gonna just ease on back this way. And move toward my limpets. Yow. Okay, so I can't do that again. Because I'm going to be out here for quite a while. No more taking excessive risks with my ship. Holy moly. Now, you know, I have so many utility slots, and maybe I'll go back in and get a higher powered or a larger power plant so that I can support some shields and that kind of stuff. We'll see. We'll see if this ends in disaster, then maybe. But I have to be more careful because that's over 300 million worth of void opals just sitting in my hold, and there is no point in taking risk. So there's the ship. It's this guy. Courtesy of the Empire. Alright, this is looks like the last void opal. Yeah. Alright, so we're up to 169 tons of void opals. That's a huge haul right there. And if I was smart, I'd just go cash it in. But I'm not smart. I'm greedy. I want more. We'll see. We'll see how this all shakes out. You know, one thing, because I didn't want to waste any cargo slots on anything other than hauling, and I had to waste. You have to waste one on a refinery. I mean, it's awful. It's like, and I had to waste a class 5 slot on this because I have 2 military slots that are completely unusable. All right, there. That looks like another one right there. And as you can see, it's not too terribly difficult finding cores. People that say it takes a long time, I don't know. They're not playing the same game I'm playing. Now, filling up my cargo hold with cores, that's a whole other topic because, if you're getting 15 to 17 tons per core and that's it, there you go. I mean, that's a lot of cores. That's 50, 45. It's a lot. I did some basic math to just calculate how many limpets I needed to bring and that kind of thing. All right, so there's a low one over here. There it is, low strength, high strength. So we got one low. Come on. What is this guy? Average. So we've got, on this whole thing, I think I've only seen one low. There's your low strength one. We're gonna go get it. The reason I'm using this cutter is because with all the mining gear, it can still hold, I think, 640 tons of ore. So, all right. So I'm trying to get this right here. Okay, I don't want to get too close. But that looks good. All right, let's see if I can hit this guy. I hit it. Not center, but it'll work. Alright, so then we got, there's an average. I couldn't find any other low strength. There was just that one low strength one. Alright. So we'll just crank this all the way up. Alright, and then I'm looking for a high strength. There we go. I'm going to try and do this mid-range. Let's see. Oh, too much. Oh, here we go. Nice. Optimum yield. I'll take it.
Detonation in 10 seconds.
Takes this ship 10 seconds to whip around. It's unbelievable. That's gonna hit me. Alright, so I'm gonna be a little more careful, even if it takes longer, because I don't have any. I'm less than, I mean, 40% hull. I took a ton of damage. So I'm thinking it might be in my best interest to sacrifice a little speed. Well, it won't have to. I'll engineer the hull. Make it just so it's not so paper thin. And I think I have the materials for it, so I'll do that if I survive. And it might be in my best interest if I can't hit these guys from out here to just leave them.
Cargo scoop deployed.
So I might be out of range there. Yeah, I was just a little too far away. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna go 4 pips to shields and 2 to weapons, and I don't need any on. Right here, I'll do 1 to engines, and there you go. All right, so what do I got? There's just two left. Let's see if I can work my way around here. Okay, without hitting that guy. Little tricky. They hit that. Alright, good. Got that one. Now, let me see. I'm going to back off of this. It looks like I can get it. And so I'm just being a little bit more cautious. I have to be out here for quite a while. I mean, I'm not even a third of the way full. So I'm going to be out here for... Come on. I guess not. Gotta shift a little bit. I mean, I'm hitting right on that thing. There we go. And my limpets are dropping dead yet again. Take a look around me. I look like I'm pretty clear, but I think I'm really far away. And they have to fly through all of this. So let me just get to the other side. I think that's what's going on. I'm making them fly through that center. Let me just get on the same side as them. I lost all my limpets there. See that? They all died. Oh, where are they? Yeah, I'm just gonna... pop them out. Hopefully. Alright, so hopefully they're gonna start collecting here, because jeez. So we've got quite a few to collect yet. And we're at... where am I at? 176 tons. Not bad. I mean, I figure it's going to take me... it's going to take almost 6 hours to fill this thing of gaming. So, and I'm not, believe me, I'm not doing 6 hours today on my live stream. I'll probably go, well, until closer to noon, maybe 11:45. But we're just gonna keep going. I'm definitely gonna get over 200 tons because that's that seems to be a good goal. Get a third of, get about, if I could do what, 215, 220 tons maybe, that would be good. But it's a whole lot of waiting around. And again, Limpet's dead. I'm not sure why I keep losing Limpets so much. But I think I'm going to run out of Limpets before I... yeah, before I fill this thing up. Well, I have... how many do I have? I have 275. I started with 400. So, yeah, I got to get a little bit more efficient with them. I could synthesize a few if I need them. But I don't usually like wasting my materials on synthesizing Limpets. Anyways. Alright, so come on, guys. Last few... Alright, so I managed to mine that one. Oh, what happened? Collection failed. Yep. Alright. So that's looking good. 184 tons. Good. Should hit 200 tons with the next.
Cargo scoop retracted.
With the next core. We'll see. Hey, are you kidding me? Is that one right there? Ah, it might be. I need to slow my roll. Come on. Well, I don't think it's void opals, but I think it does have a core. I'll just hit it right now. But yeah, I mean, you can go a very long time and none drop, and then a whole bunch will drop all at once. I haven't really quite seen any sort of pattern. Okay, so that was a fake. There was another one here. Where are you hiding? Let me pop that again. Yeah, there he is. See that? And you notice it wasn't quite as bright the first time I popped it, and then I hit it again, and then it lit right up. And that, right there, that's why you always have to hit them more than once. Yeah, that's definitely a core. Yeah, and see how it just changed? But yeah, I don't seem to have to fly around too much. If you get a good asteroid field, asteroid ring... Yeah, void opals, there you go. How do you like that? They're just dropping left and right. So I think I'll, in 200 tons, it's gonna be a while. I'll do part 2. Alright, there's a low strength, average, low. Alright, so I'm gonna turn around, and I'm gonna wait for these guys to come my way. Oh, no, I'm not. I gotta go get it. Yeah, and also I'm running low on seismic charges. I've had to use quite a few more than I thought I would. I'm hitting something. There we go. Let me just get in a little closer. I'm just trying to change my angle just a bit. There we go. Nice.
Destination sequence initiated.
And here's another low strength guy. I'm just gonna come up over the top a little bit so I don't hit it quite so obliquely. Alright, now I gotta get a high strength. Let me find a high. Is that a high? That is. I knew it was. I remember it. Oh, come on. Back it up. I definitely need to get a new joystick. My thruster hat is just about toast. Notice, like, I gotta turn this around. Because, yeah, my vertical thrusters are not working. I'm having to push so hard on this stick to get it to go. I think it's time to replace it. I really do. There we go. Alright. Alright, optimum. Very good. Head straight out this way. And I'm not going to go very far this time. That's 1,000 meters, I think. Fine. Where are you? There you are. That's a little close. I would take some damage from that. I would back it off just a bit.
Detonation in 10 seconds.
All right, so that's like 1.5 kilometers away. Let's see if my shields take any damage. No, still far enough away. It affects your systems, but you don't take any damage, so that's pretty good. All right. So I'm at 184 tons. Let's see if we can't fill this thing up.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Come on. Nope. So yeah, it's in a divot and I can't hit it. Oh well. It says I can see it and hit it, but I can't. Jeez, really? Oh. Very, very finicky. And then others, it seems like you barely hit them, and... Alright, so... Now, these guys are gonna be trouble, I have a feeling. Oh yeah, because I gotta get between these two rocks here, and this is not gonna work. Come on. I'm gonna go out and around. See, where are they? They should have been right there. Oh well. There they are. Tricky. Can't hit this guy. See how much it's moving? I'll have to get closer. I'll just get while the getting's good, I guess. And there, again, my limpets are all dead. You know what I need to do? I think I used to just turn them loose and have them gather while I flew around. They seem to be too stupid to figure it out. With this big ship, I have never had this problem with limpets before, where they all like simultaneously detonate. Now everything seems to be on this side, so I'm just gonna go like so. And I think right here is a good spot. Sometimes I just like to look. Make sure that I don't have anything underneath that they can crash into. And it looks pretty good. But oi, this is really rough. And we're getting there. All right, so lost another limpet. Yeah, this is just killing me. So they're now in front of me and below me. I mean, what are they crashing into? Okay, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm going up. Maybe that's it. They just don't have enough room to operate. Oh, one of the... So my current balance is about 670... Well, 674 million, so it's just under 675. Before I got the ship, I got up to about 1.5 billion credits so that I could buy the ship and then all the modules that I wanted for it. And then go engineer them without having to worry about running out of money, and it worked out really well. I actually, there was a point where I got down to about 250 million because I bought the 8E or 8A fuel scoop, which was about 240 million credits, and massive. So I sold it, but just to kind of get the credits back because I didn't need the fuel scoop anymore. So I'm gonna have to move forward a bit. But overall, things are looking pretty good. I'm right on track. It's been, well, it's been about 2.5 hours, and I'm just now getting to 200 tons of 195. I'm not going to quite make it with this one. Nope. All right. Come on, give me that last ton. 100, how will I get to 197? So just short. Yeah, 197 tons. All right, so time to look for one more.
Retracted.
I think there's one right here. No, it was a fake. Trickery. But I think that one might be it right there. Yeah, that's, see, I think is the real deal right there. I'll just ease off my throttle. And yeah, so I'm hoping this is one, but look at how they're just dropping. I have a feeling this is not going, well, we'll see. This might be some other mineral, but I'm, you know, fingers crossed. Void opals, there we go. Just really, really getting lucky right now. Getting a nice hot streak. High strength, average. Alright, so it's high and average, so we're gonna hit the average guys. Let me just get a little closer. There's a little... The travel speed's a little bit slow on these, and it's really hard to hit from a distance. Not missed. Dang it. That looked like it went right through, didn't it? Oh no, there it is. Let me see if I can... I still was a bit far away. So that...
Sequence initiated.
Alright, and then if I hit a high strength. Oh. I know there's a high strength around here somewhere. There it is. I've got 90 seconds. I think I have enough time. There we go. Nailed it. I'm starting to get the hang of this ship. It's not quite taken as long.
Flight assist off. Detonation in 10
Too far.
seconds. Flight assist on.
Nice.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Go do your thing, Limpets. Oh, I'm still going forward. What the heck? I throttled back. A little too close. I think I'm gonna have to back out just a little bit. So, I started combat too. Like I have a little combat ship. I've been practicing a little bit with that, trying to learn how to fly with flight assist off and use fixed weapons, you know, because they do so much more damage. And not doing half bad. I mean, definitely still got a long way to go. But it's an aspect of the game that I never really delved into, which was, you know, combat with other commanders, PvP. So, but it seems to be pretty fun. I mean, the key, what makes it more fun, I think, is that, like I'm in a small, cheap ship, so I'm never really worried at all about losing it. So it's like, well, yeah, if I get destroyed, I get destroyed. No biggie. And I think that helps make it a little less stressful, I guess. And also, you know, because you don't have to, it doesn't cost you you know, 25 million when your ship gets destroyed. And did you see I just lost a ring of shields because a limpet just crashed into me? I hate that. Let me see, where? Pretty. Now, you know, I gotta go up a little higher because there were just I was just a little bit too close, you know what I mean? And I think my limpets, oh, he just detonated again when he dropped off that stuff. I'm not sure if it's just because my ship is so big, but I have never had this problem in my smaller ship. No matter where I park that thing, my limpets get back to me no problem. I'll use 3 and that's it, and I've had to use 9, pretty much. And then no collection targets. Come on, how? You know what I think I need? I'm gonna upgrade to the longer range limpet controller. Because I think that's part of the problem is the asteroid spreads out and I just get out of range and they just won't go get the stuff. But I've never really, I think it's also because it's taken me so much longer. I think that might be it too. It's taking me so much longer in this big ship to maneuver around to get all of the void opals free that, come on. What is taking so long? Crazy. All right, so there we go. And take a look.
Return.
210 tons, guys. That's a lot of void opals right there. Holy cow. All right. Let's try and find one more. Just one more. That's all. And you'll notice my hull is at 41% because I got squeezed between two space rocks. And my shields dropped and I instantly was down at 41%. I was fairly stationary as well, so it was pretty bad. And so I can't have any more of that kind of incident, or I will not make it back. All right, that looks like one over there. Not quite gonna see it. Oh yeah, it is. I think it is. So here we'll. Yeah. You see how quick I'm finding these, right? It's the key is to select a very good system, somewhere where nobody else has been. There's an easy way to do that. You look it up on Inara. It's inara.cc. Oh, look at that. That was a tease. Granditerite. I've been blocked by the Granditerite. No void opals for me. That one lights up. That might be. I think it's a fake. Yeah. No, it could be the real deal. I forgot to throttle. No, it's fake. We'll just move on. Oh, I don't know. Now I don't know, and I don't want to pass it up. Let me get closer. Oh no, I don't see any fissures on it, so no. You would see right here there would be a big fissure, and there's nothing. Just keep looking. See, again, so close, but not quite right. Yeah, nothing. There's another one right there. They just keep dropping. Yeah, that's the real deal right there. I don't know. I found that they're like breadcrumbs. If you follow some that look like it, they eventually lead you to one. Yeah, and you see how that just turned really dark there? That's how you know it's the real deal. Oh, now it's really bright. Oh, look at that. See how different it got? It just went black. Like, look, we have void opals. Come on, be void opals. Don't be like that. Here we go. Oh, look at that. Look at that. All right. So I don't know how many I've found in this stream. Like 6 or 7 in pretty rapid succession. I don't know. Maybe more. I have no idea. But I haven't gone very far. High strength, low strength. That's the one we want. I want to get there without hitting this one next to me. There we go. Okay. That looks pretty good. Let me just kind of stop drifting. Nice.
Sequence initiated. detected.
Average, high, high. I'm looking for a low. Doesn't look like there is one. Nope, just average. So, alright, I'll hit these average ones. We'll go full yield on this guy and then maybe halfway on the other one. Alright, there we go. Oh, kind of, it's turning away from me. Hang on a second. There we go. Let me just get out ahead of it. There we go. Now I gotta stop drifting. Alright. And we gotta hit one more. Let me see. Average. 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 Alright, we'll hit this guy because he's coming my way. Alright, he's twisting on the axis, so that's actually pretty easy. Alright, so I'm gonna hit this guy, not full strength. I'm gonna go like upper middle. There we go. Nice.
Detonation in 10 seconds. Flight assist off.
Oh, I'm a little close. Didn't take any of my shields down, so there you go. I just learned something new. I can be that close.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Hmm. I can't get that guy from there. Let's see if I can get these. You know, and the thing is, what I'm trying to do is just not get in there with my ship, because this ship is so big, it just can't fit very well. And, I end up colliding with the asteroid and taking my shields down and taking hull damage, and so I'm really reluctant to get in there. I mean, I've already taken enough damage to the hull that I'm at, 41%. That's pretty critical damage. Well, I just can't hit that one. Just not sure what the deal is. Alright, let's see if I can hit it now. And Limpet's just dropping dead left and right. See, this is not a spot I want to be in, because you see how it's right in between those two asteroids? And that's how I ended up getting... I got squeezed. Alright, there. That was a good move. Hopefully that works for me. Yeah. Good. I think that's all of them. Oh, there's one more? Where are you hiding? Alright, you're over here. Oh, and of course you're on the other side. I can't. Let's see if I can... Oh, I think also, because I have to fly so far to get these things, I'm getting out of range and I'm killing my... I bet that's part of it. Alright, there we go. Now that's all of them. right, that's looking pretty good. So quite a successful haul today, but I'm gonna keep letting it build up because I know I can get triple this. Or I'm just gonna keep working it until I'm full. At 216 tons right now, and that's quite a bit. I keep losing limpets though. Boy, just burning through them. Oh, and look at that. That's why, right there. There we are. Just get a little further out so I got some room for these guys. Absolutely crazy. But, I mean, you're talking, what? That's close to 400 million right there. So close to $500 million in my cargo hold. Guys, that's pretty damn awesome. I'm pretty happy about the whole situation. All right, so one last void opal here. I think what I'm going to end up doing is because they spread out so much farther, because it takes so much longer to get them with this ship, the next time I come out, I'm going to get the A-rated limpet controller because it has a longer range. I'm thinking that'll work. But so that puts me at 222 tons. I can hold 640, which puts me, when I fill it up, it'll be just over 1 billion credits to sell it all. So I will continue with the behemoth, my next live stream, so that you guys, hopefully I will be able to get there without having to go a third session. So I think, I don't know. I mean, it's going to take me, it took me 2 hours to get 200 tons. So it's going to take 6 hours of straight mining to fill this thing up. And you see how quickly I was getting the cores. I mean, I wasn't going more than a couple minutes, but it just takes a lot longer to maneuver this ship. And so I would say, it's probably not the ideal ship to do core mining in. I might get a little bit better at it as I go. I know that I've already thought of a couple of things. Just so you guys, so you know, let me go to modules. So I have this FSD is a 7A. That's a super heavy piece of equipment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to engineer a much smaller one. I think I mean, I can't remember. Do you? I don't think you can undersize it that much, can you? Because it's such a big ship. But I'll go with the smallest one I can, and I'll derate it. But then I'll still give it the grade 5. So I can get at least some distance, so I can jump maybe one system or so. But what I'll end up doing is I'll jump in near a system, and then I'll switch out the FSD to something much lighter, and I think it'll give my ship just a little bit more maneuverability. Probably not much, but the way I'm looking at it is, in order to be efficient at mining, your ship has to be fairly nimble. And this ship is not nimble at all. I mean, it's sliding around, and it takes a while to get going, and then it takes a while to stop. It's just a whole thing. So I'm just, after getting in this brand new cutter that I engineered and seeing how it flies, it's there definitely can be some tweaks made here and there to make it a better miner. So I think I'll fill it up. I'll see how well I do, and uh, and then we'll make some modifications to it and see how much more improved it is. I think we can. I think you absolutely can turn this into like a massive profit machine, but you got to have 5 hours to fill it. So is that better than say a ship like a Crate Mark II, which is much more nimble, and I can do I don't know. In 3.5 hours, I can probably do a billion credits if I really focus on my efficiency. So 6 hours, 3.5 hours. I think it's when you look at it that way, and I also think it's much more enjoyable to fly a more maneuverable ship. This ship is just such. It's just a turd, is what it is. It's great in a straight line, but frankly, my Crate's faster in a straight line, and it slows faster, and it turns better, and it's so. Yes, this can hold a lot more cargo, but if I can make 3 or 4 runs in the time that this makes one, I still end up making more credits, in the same amount of time. So, anyways, that's going to do it for the live stream today. I stream Tuesdays and Thursdays every week. If you like what you saw, like, follow, subscribe, wherever you're watching from. If you're watching from Twitch, Mixer, or YouTube. Also, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 9:30 in the morning, local time. I think I have a little banner on Twitch that gives you a countdown so you'll know when it is. But I think my local time zone is like -7 UTC. So if you want to do a conversion, there you go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you on, I guess, Tuesday. I may do another stream this weekend. I'm playing another game. It's called what the heck is it called? Come on, Generation Zero. It's open world exploration, fighting killer robots. It's actually a lot of fun. It's based in the time frame is 1980s, late 80s, in Sweden, and it's been a whole ton of fun. So it's a kind of a co-op game. You play with up to 4 people can play in a group together, and I just really enjoy it. So I think I might stream that this weekend, but you never know. If you see me go live, just pop by and see what the game is all about. I appreciate it. Anyways, that's going to do it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed what I did, and be back for more on Tuesday. I will be in this ship, probably maybe even the same ring system, mining the crap out of void opals, because I'm going to get to that magic number of 640 tons of opals, and then we're going to turn them in and see just how much money I can make in one run. Anyways, thank you so much. Have a good one. I'll catch you next week.